Have you ever thought about being a pervert? I don't mean sort of, I think I'll be a pervert tomorrow. Fed up. I think I'll nip out and get my willy pierced, yeah. Put a safety pin in it or something. Join a rock band and spit at the audience. I don't think it's quite like that. I'll tell you, I read a thing. You see, as you do these long tours, you've read all the monthly magazines and all the weekly ones as you're touring about on these roads. Christ, I wish that was mine. It sounded empty. Really, no, just that cans at a party. You know? Right. Do you remember that feeling when you're at the party and you're tying all the cans and they're all empty? Then you get a full one. And somebody's put a ciggy in it. As it swims up and touches. Right. So where was it? Aye, after you've read all the magazines, you start buying the more bizarre magazines. And I weakened, and I bought one. And there was an article in it about sexual perversion, and I couldn't believe it. I mean, I didn't know there were so many types. You know, I'd heard of all the normal ones, you know, leather and rubber and all that kind of stuff, you know, and guys dressing up as nurses and that, yippee. So, a nurse with a beard, hello. Can you imagine bursting into your friend's room and he's dressed up as a nurse like that? Oh, sorry, my suit's at the cleaners, I just threw this on. Suspendies. But the wetsuit and the fireman's helmet. Oh, my. Right. Cover me in ice cream and bite my bum, I love it! But there was the ones in here I'd never heard of. I couldn't believe my eyes. I'd heard of all those regular types. But sellotape freaks? I mean, what's that all about? Those guys getting all covered in sellotape and getting it ripped off. Yippee! Woohoo! Spinning around the room. Faster! I love it! Whoa! They must be totally hairless. So that... And I thought, I wonder how he got round to that. Just thinking about it, you know. I mean, surely he wasn't sitting watching Crossroads one night. Fed up. Think I'll cover myself in sellotape. Get a wife to rip it off, see how it feels. I mean, surely it can't be. Maybe he started with a wee piece of elastoplast. Get a bigger bit. Oh, yes! And when I was thinking these rather bizarre things, I got to thinking, I wonder where they meet each other. I wonder if there's a bar somewhere. People all dressed in sellotape. German officers marching in and out. Guys dressed as nurses. Oh, but nuns and good morning. I wonder, it'd be great if there was a bar like that somewhere. And if there isn't, if they don't go out with the gear on, if they just go out in straight clothes, how do they approach one another? They come up, do you imagine somebody coming up to you at the bar? Excuse me, I don't like to butt into your conversation or anything, but could you see your way clear to giving me a thrashing outside? What are you talking about? So, how doesn't he work? There's like two Glasgow guys going home from work one night. More like that. One says, I'll tell you what, see, as soon as I get into the house, I'm going to rip the wife's knickers off. He says, what for? He says, the elastic's hurting my legs. So, you got I think you should be warned more at school about sexual perversion, told a wee bit more about it. Because the first experience you usually have of it is somebody feeling you in the pictures, isn't it? Wee man with a boiler suit.
Want to come a walk to the park?
Because if you knew more about it, you wouldn't worry about yourself so much. Like the girl going to the psychiatrist, and she said, "Look, I've got a bit of a problem." He says, "Well, I'm your man. What is it?" She says, "I think I'm becoming sexually perverted." He says, "Really?" No, she no. No, he didn't do that. He said, "There you go, my goodness. And what form does my goodness, you know. Well, Jing's Criven's help my Bob, my goodness me. Whatever can the matter be?" And he says, "What form does your perversion take?" She says, "Well, I'm a bit embarrassed about it, really, you know. Frightened you would laugh at me if I don't laugh at anybody. Don't be silly. What's your what is it?" And she says, "Well, I feel so stupid. Well, I like people to kiss me in the bum." I said, "Oh, for goodness sake, you're wasting my time. Nothing wrong with a wee kissing a bum, for goodness sake. See, I'm worse than you myself." She says, "Yeah, sure, aye, that'll be right. You're only saying that to make me feel good, aren't you?" I said, "No, I'm not. I'm telling you I'm worse than you. I'll show you if you like." She says, "Aye, okay, show me." He says, "Right, if you would take your clothes off and go to the other end of the room there and stick your head under the carpet." She says, "Oh, come on. What? You're having me on." I said, "No, honestly, this is my thing." She says, "Oh, okay then." She went to the other end of the room, got the gear off, down on the knees and the head under the carpet. And she's thinking, "Yeah, I think I've knocked it off. I might get a kiss in the bum out of it." So, she's under there for 2.5 hours. Nothing happened. The bum's getting cold, you know. She said, "Oh, wait a minute, what is this?" And she looked out at the carpet like that. And there he was, sitting at the other end of the room, reading a paper, fully clothed, smoking a pipe. She says, see, you were having me on, you were. You haven't done a single thing." He says, "Haven't I? I've just had a shit in your handbag." So, the next song has absolutely nothing to do with that. Now, don't panic, don't panic. You don't hear them in Jackanory. Now,